Back into Extra Innings. I'm Taylor Gattoni with the voices of the Lansing Lugnuts. We have Goldberg-Strassler and Adam Jaksa making it back here. How are we doing after the Dayton Dragons?
You made it back in time.
It's true. We had a late night, a busy weekend, but you guys were also busy with the Dayton Dragons.
Yeah, so the Lugnuts won the first game. I should say the Lansing Locos, because the Locos played very well. The Dragons struck back, won 3 in a row. They are the first place team, but then it was a great weekend.
It was. It was a flip of last weekend where Lansing lost Saturday and Sunday against West Michigan, but they salvaged the series, split it with a Saturday-Sunday win this week.
That is right. I did make an appearance. I know you guys were saying to come out to Jackson Field, and I did. Why are you shaking your head?
What happened in that game?
I don't want to talk about it, but what we will talk about is Lasko, okay? He was letting in a few runs.
Well, hang on. So Ryan Lasko was the A's second rounder from last year, the Rutgers Scarlet Knight. We've seen his great speed. We've seen the great defense. We saw his power.
We really did. We hadn't seen a home run above the new batter's eye that was implemented before the season. It's already a 20-foot tall wall in center, and then the batter's eye, yeah, cleared everything.
Outfield lofts, hello.
Yes, that was. And he is running around. He let in 3 runs.
Yeah, so that tied the game up at 7-7. This game was dramatic.
And it brought it to...
Well...
extra innings.
Extra innings. Which you would think extra innings would be our thing. You're on site. But Dayton wins in extra innings on this night, on this Thursday. The crowds were great. The energy was great. Dayton won. That's okay. Lansing had a response.
All right, let's hear about that response the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, so let's talk about... and I'm going to fast forward immediately to Sunday, if you don't mind.
Go for it.
Luis Morales is the A's top pitching prospect, the All-Star Futures Game representative, and he showed out on Sunday.
Had his best performance, 6 innings. The strikeouts were there. He was lights out, no walks for him, 72 pitches as well. I mean, kept the pitch count down. Best performance we've seen from him.
These are his 6 strikeouts and these 6 2-hit innings, and Dayton helpless. We're talking fastball. The slider is beautiful. Yes, sit down. Slider down and in.
That is looking beautiful. Okay, any other highlights that you want to mention, or can we change it to some of the new guys?
Yeah, so I think that's a worthwhile thing to talk about is we had a lot of new faces join. So let's say you've been following the Lugnuts all throughout this year. You show up at the ballpark, you go, wait a second, who's Jared Dickey? Who's Kade Morris? Who's Nate Nankil? Well, new guys contributing.
Yeah, Mr. Dickey, he gets on base. He had 3 hits one game, then he had 4 hits the next game. He's just finding ways to get on base, and I think the Lugnuts are going to like him. Mr. Morris, how about him on the mound, Jesse?
Yeah. So Kade Morris acquired from the New York Mets. Jared Dickey came over from the Royals because last week was the trade deadline. So the A's trades benefit us. Okay. Kade Morris, in his first Lugnut start, throws the deepest outing of any Lugnuts pitcher this year. Goes out there, 7 innings, strong. Tyler Soderstrom's good friend.
That's right. Out of Turlock, California. They didn't win the game, but he went 7 innings, and it was pretty impressive.
He's not your Kade, he's our Kade.
Okay, well, I know. Me and Crystal loved Caden Trenkle. That was a great player. But we have a new face bringing new skills to Jackson Field, and it looks like they're excelling so far.
Well, that's the thing is, this Lugnuts team, they're energized. We've got 1 month to go, right? We've got 30 games remaining on this year, so here comes the stretch run, and it's great to have this, this new juice coming in.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're going to play majority of the teams in their division, starting with the Loons next week. They get West Michigan 2 more times. Fort Wayne comes in. So maybe some new draft picks, some new guys that were just traded and have come up from Stockton can enhance the Lugnuts' chances to get to the playoffs.
Okay, certain players like Lasko and then a lot of the new guys. What are you hoping to see from them going into the next few games on the road and then coming back for the homestands?
So the Great Lakes Loons are up next.
Okay.
And the Loons are a squad that generally their prospect ability is loaded. They're the Dodgers team. They have caught fire. They've won their last 5 games. But the Lugnuts play well in Midland.
Yeah, the Loons have a pitcher-friendly park. If the Loons aren't hitting home runs, we say this all the time, then they usually are beatable. Lansing played them once this year, way back in May, and that was their first 4-game winning streak of the year, their first road series win of the year. So hopefully more good to come this weekend.
Trying to make it full circle.
That's right.
Okay, that's good. You want to get more wins.
We're always looking for the more wins. It's basically the forest of the trees. So for the team as a whole, you're pushing for the playoffs. You're trying to win games. For the players individually as a whole, like with Ryan Lasko, you go, he could pull off something defensively outstanding on any single game. Will Simpson, another home run here, an RBI double, a 2-run single there. Here's a home run for Will, for example. It's his 13th of the year, but as you see, as that ball goes down the right field line, The bases umpire, Shea Graham, makes the call. Nobody else realizes there's Will at home plate with his back turned. It's okay, Will, you can jog around the bases now. That's a home run. So sometimes it just sneaks up on you.
That's right, and he's in the Locos. Maybe they just need to wear those jerseys more and bring some more luck.
And if you saw the first base coach, that was Lisa Norrie, the very first woman ever to coach in the Australian Baseball League. She was with us this last weekend. So Will Simpson keeps on crushing it. It's one of those things where, yes, the bigger idea is you want to win, you want to go on a long winning streak, but then there are moments that still crack us up throughout.
Taylor, have you ever seen Moneyball? Probably not. But
okay.
if you haven't, that is his Jeremy Brown moment right there.
Okay, we're just gonna take that one off.
Well,
Back me up
I'll
on this one,
explain that
Jesse.
reference, yeah. I'll show you Jeremy Brown a little later.
Okay, sounds good. All right, we're just gonna skip past that and move along to when people can keep coming to Jackson Field and look at whatever else is happening.
Yeah, so this week in Great Lakes, next week after that, Max Clark and the West Michigan Whitecaps are in town. Oh, baby. And it's Olive Burgers week.
Don't forget about 45-year-old Kevin McGonigal as well, top prospects for the Tigers. And yeah, Joey Chestnut last year with the Olive Burgers, that was pretty cool on the dugout.
I don't know how he does it.
I mean, through
eats.
technique.
I know he eats, and there's a whole strategy. Could you do it? How many Olive Burgers do you think you could eat?
Yeah. I mean, at one sitting or like over the course of a year?
Like Joey Chestnut. How many could you have in one sitting?
Most burgers, just the most burgers, period, that I've ever had at one time is 3, and that was great. But I eat for deliciousness, right?
Okay.
I'm eating to enjoy my meal. I don't know with Joey, does he savor?
No, there's no savoring in that. Okay, if you weren't savoring it, what would it be like?
I still think that I top out at 3. But it's like the Olympics is going on right now. We can laud the all-time greats, and so the Olive Burgers are coming back on our next Thirsty Thursday that we're here in town, and it's a Lansing Facts Day as well.
Okay.
So the Thursday after this coming Thursday, Lansing Olive Burgers against the West Michigan Whitecaps.
All right, we love to see it, and people better be hungry, bring their appetites.
Yeah, that's a Lansing fact.
That is a Lansing fact. Any other Lansing facts that you want to mention?
Well, so we're down to our final 2 homestands of the year. So I think that if you want to catch a Lansing Lugnuts game, you best go onto the website, you best get those tickets, and you best show up, because there are only 12 more home games remaining in this regular season.
Okay, did everyone hear that? So get your tickets now, and then there are some things you can look forward to, like besides Olive Burgers, you have Laugh Cue fireworks.
Yes.
Anything else you want to mention that people can look forward to?
What do you think?
Well, we got a Superheroes night coming up, Jesse.
right.
We love
There you
that
go.
night. We've had Marvel, Defenders of the Diamond, but
Big Lug's
Superheroes.
birthday?
That's right. The best mascot in all of baseball. His birthday.
All right, well,
And
gonna
the
have
best
to celebrate.
fireworks in all of baseball.
Correct.
Sounds good.
We ask all fans to please come to the games on time and not leave early.
You don't
I feel
have to show up
targeted
late.
a little bit.
Let's say you're at a concert, you don't have to leave before the best songs are played.
Yes, exactly. What
I'm
he
in the
said.
hot seat right now. I'm just getting targeted right now. It is what it is. Okay, we're going to end it right here on this Monday, okay, with some positive energy for the Lugnuts. 1, 2, 3,
Go Nuts!
Thanks for watching Extra Innings.